Thanksgiving morning 2019. Let's see if we can catch some fish today. Good morning, everybody. It is Thanksgiving. I got the Hobie Pro Angler 360 in the back of the truck, and we're gonna go see if we can't catch some fish. It's overcast, it's muggy, it's warm. It's really weird compared to Monday when we were just out, when it was, you know, our morning started off around 55 degrees. So we got a cold front coming in this weekend. I believe Sunday we got some wind and rain, and it's gonna drop the temperature down pretty good. So let's see if we can't catch any fish today. I have rigged on right now. I have a sheep pup on my Revo inshore bait caster. I got both my Conflict 2500s with a paddlers on a snake locks and a power finesse jig head with a Hula sticks in the blue claw color. So see if we can't catch some fish on those baits. Stay tuned. Finally got the negative low tide we wanted. Had the truck through all this mud to get to the water. I feel like we haven't had any negative tides yet. At least not while I'm going out. So let's go explore. See if we can't catch some fish. Holy cow. I don't want the dolphins to come over here. This redfish is toast. Whoa. Oh man, love it, brother. Let's go. What a beautiful fish. Oh man. Power finesse Hula stick, blue claw. They kept short striking the top water, so I was like, all right, I'm done with this crap. So I threw this guy, and sure enough, finally found one. He ate. This fish is probably close to 27 inches. So let me open my spool. My spool is open. I'll just run my tip. I'm thinking 27. Pretty dang close. How about that for guessing? It's like I've never measured a fish before. Oh, ready to go. God, right there. No, he did not just spook. No, he didn't spook. He came and ate it. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, yes, brother. Let's go. What? I was like, there's no way I spooked him. My cast is so far away from him. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, bro. Let's go. Let's go, brother. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put the power pole down so I don't get into dolphin territory. Wow. Did he see that thing in the air or what? Unbelievable. Look at this beauty. Saw him tailing. Flipped the worm to it. Smoked it. Smoked it. Hell yeah. Ready for this? Let's go. Look at that beauty. That is a beautiful redfish. Saw him tailing, flipped the worm to it, crushed it. It was unreal. It was probably one of the coolest videos, coolest eats ever. A minute ago I was saying it was nice and calm out. Now it's windier than crap. I jinxed myself. Fish. Nice fish. Gotta stake myself out so I don't get too pushed up on that flat. Oh. Hey everyone, thanks again for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I'm going to go over some of the stuff that I did that morning and the tackle that I used. Now, start off the morning throwing topwater like I always do. It was really calm. It was a beautiful morning till about 9:30. We had absolutely no wind, and it was just a really nice way to start off the morning, especially for Thanksgiving morning. So, start off topwaters. It didn't really go as planned. I thought we were going to get a lot more bites on topwater. It was mainly just a bunch of small fish. I had a couple good blow-ups, but it just wasn't. The fish seemed to be very lazy when it comes to chasing after a topwater, a faster moving bait. So I just completely dropped that and went to throwing soft plastic. It's my favorite way to fish the flats, and it seems to produce the best compared to everything else. So starting off with the reel, as always, 2500 Penn Conflict, 10-pound Ultra Cast Aqua Camo braid, down to 25-pound leader, and a Z-Man Hula sticks, and of course the Techna 612 by Fenwick. Now, this is a power finesse, a 2-aught. I think I could have went 3-aught, but it's all I had, and it worked just fine. The hook is really stout. It's a really good, strong hook. I didn't have any problems with it bending out or anything like that. And the redfish chewed this thing out. This is the Blue Claw Hula sticks. And basically what I did, so I found some of the schools of mullet, and I just kind of picked around the schools of mullet. I just kind of
when I was throwing the top water, nothing was happening. You know, I was getting a couple short strikes, so I just started just blind casting the edges of the school's mullet, and I was just letting this hit the bottom. I was only in about 3 foot of water. It was an outgoing tide, so it was fairly shallow, and I was just kind of just bouncing it lightly on the bottom. Not a whole lot of dragging yet. Usually when that tide comes up and I'm throwing up into even shallow water and dragging it out, I'll just drag that bait, kind of swim it almost, and they'll pick it up. But I was just bouncing on the bottom, and usually when that bait came down from the bounce, that's when the fish would pick it up. As the morning went on, I started seeing, since the tide was going out, I started seeing tailors, you know, in the distance, so I started going towards those tailors, because that's like probably the best type of fishing, especially for redfish. You know, when you see that tail come out of the water, you know, just shining up into the sunlight, you're like, I want to go catch that fish. So being able to sight fish a couple redfish with this bait, it worked very well. And that first one, now he was about 50 or so yards away from me. I got up there with the Hobie. It was only maybe 10 inches of water, and I casted way past him. Like, I casted probably 10 feet past him, and I was reeling it, getting it closer. And usually when I bring that bait in closer, I drop it. Like, right before I get to that fish, I drop it. And usually when you drop that bait with the Elastec, it's buoyant, so when it hits the bottom, it stands up, and they'll pick it up right as you drop it. This fish had to have seen that bait. The water was fairly clear, so I think when that bait was coming in, I think that fish seen it before I could even do anything, and it ate it, and I didn't know it ate, so I'm reeling it thinking I'm still reeling my bait. He was swimming at me, and that's why I had to delay the hook set. But he garbaged it, and then I had another hook up on a tailer as well. But I had 2 fish kind of, you know, tailing, and I threw past them, and they did the same thing. That water was clear, so when I was reeling that bait in closer to them, he hit it, and it was swimming at me, and I had a delayed hook set. But unfortunately, that one, the hook pulled out on that fish, but I wasn't too concerned because I already had a couple nice fish to the boat. But Hula sticks, basically just bouncing on the bottom, doing a little bit of sight fishing. Unfortunately, by like 9:30, that wind really did pick up. It's about 15 or so knots, and I couldn't see anything anymore. Even with it being so shallow, once you get ripples on the water, you're not really going to see those tailing fish anymore. It just gets to the point where you're just seeing the ripples in the water, and it's really difficult. So I just started blind casting. I caught one more decent fish on the Hula sticks, and it was pretty much a done deal for the day. Caught plenty of smaller redfish in that 16 to 22-ish range. The larger fish, the first one was 27 and a half, I think, and the others were about that 28 to 29-inch range, which I think is a really nice fish for this area. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions regarding the tackle that I used, and just any questions overall, you can message me below in the comments, or you can message me on Instagram at RedfishJesse. Sorry for the wind. That front came through this morning about 5 o'clock. It is windier than crap, and tomorrow morning it's going to be freezing cold. So thanks again, guys. Please subscribe, follow. Thanks so much for the support, and don't forget to turn on that notification so you see when I post my next video. Thanks, guys, and have a nice day.